What's up? Welcome back. I'm John Stark, back from MovieGuide.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today I'm tackling The Thicket. We are in the midst of The Thicket, and it's on Tubi now. Um, I became aware of The Thicket and sort of had it on my list because I'm a independent spirit voter. So we get these emails, these like, for your consideration, check out this. And I got one like back in October for this movie that I'd never heard of before, but it starred Peter Dinklage and Juliette Lewis, and I was like, oh, maybe. And then it landed on VOD, and I was like, that's way too much money for a movie that doesn't have audio description. And lo and behold, it's on Tubi now. It went to Tubi. Not a great sign. And also, Tubi doesn't have audio description for it, just in case you're wondering, because I do have some audio description for some originals. I would think that if you're inheriting a Peter Dinklage, Juliette Lewis movie, that this might be like the hottest thing that you've gotten in a little while, and maybe, I don't know, spoilers for some audio description. I watched this film, I couldn't fucking understand what the movie's about at all. It seems to be like some sort of like dark Western, maybe like a supernatural thing going on. I couldn't even find Juliette Lewis in the cast. Like, I was trying to listen for her voice, and I didn't pick up on it. I mean, there were women in the cast, but I wasn't like, well, that's Juliette Lewis. You know, like I couldn't hear her, despite being a fan of, her recent work in television. I in Yellow Jackets, I mean, I could find Peter Dinklage, but even he's modifying his voice. He's trying to do something down lower. It was kind of annoying. So it's like, oh, what are you doing? So it's trying to sound like he's in a Western, I think. I'll give you 50 25 for a blowjob. 50. I was like, I don't know. So one line I remember is I'm trying to pay somebody for a blowjob. I don't know. It was unwatchable, and I don't even know what a grade is for this. I tried sitting through this, and I was just like, and then the funny thing is with Tubi, you always get those commercial breaks. So just when you're like in the middle of something, and they're never placed in like coherent spots. So you're like, oh God, I have to wait through. I'm trying to follow this movie, Tubi. I'm really trying. You've given me this movie with no audio description, and now I have to wait, and I have to try to remember what was it that was just happening before this. There's a ferry, and they can't cross, and I honestly have no idea. I think there's a reason this is on Tubi. That's all I'm going to say. It's nowhere. Peter Dinklage needs better movies, guys. He's a fantastic actor. Juliette Lewis needs better movies. I don't know anyone else in this cast. I know no one else in this cast. They're just a cast of people who would end up in Tubi movies. Yeah. So that's my thought on The Thicket. I got nothing, man. I was for a long time there as I was doing, because I got all these screeners and I was trying to be a responsible critic and go out there and be like, oh, well, I listen to, but then I'm listening to other people filter their thoughts, and I'm just filtering those thoughts to you. Like, my thoughts are, I tried and failed. I have no reason to lie to you. This fucking thing's on Tubi. It doesn't even require a subscription. Like, you can just go watch it yourself. Yeah, I had a little bit of a hard time with The Thicket. So I think it's hilarious that it was trying to get an awards consideration, but I guess because of Peter, I think there's this inherent thing in most of us that want to vote for him. Like, he got really close to an Oscar nomination with Cyrano, so I still would love for him to have one. He's a great actor, but he's not going to get there doing movies like The Thicket and Brothers, which is two of his films from 2024. So that's it. I got nothing on this movie. I'm just going with unwatchable due to lack of audio description, and I have no floating grade for this because I could not follow it at all. I have a feeling it would not be fresh. There wasn't really anything that I was grasping onto where I was like, oh, this is really interesting. I was just kind of like, how fucking long is this movie? When am I getting out of this? Or you're in a movie and you don't understand and you can't follow it, and it's just like, just seems really dark. I kept thinking they were going to get like attacked by vampires or something because the film feels like it has this constant ominous presence to it. Not without, the payoff, without like the constant payoff. Do you know what I'm saying? Without like a whole bunch of like screaming and gore splattering. It just feels like it's super ominous, but I'm not really sure why. Anyway, Peter Dinklage really wants a blowjob. Give him better lines. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I will see you guys on the other side.